EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martin here with your outlook for May 28th, 2020. Sorry I didn't have the video yesterday. It was actually I had the day off on Tuesday, so I didn't get to record the video during the late evening like I normally do on Tuesday evening. It was my wedding anniversary, so I was off and no video on Wednesday as a result of that. So we do have the video back today, and this is looking at some showers that are going to be in the vicinity today. Not a washout, though. We're going to have a lot of clouds today. This is all in association with what was once Tropical Storm Bertha for a very, very short period of time, for a hot minute. Just off the South Carolina coastline, just east of Charleston, there was a named storm about at 8:30 in the morning yesterday, and that lasted for all about an hour before it made landfall just to the north and east of Charleston, South Carolina. This is now the remnants of it, and it is now bringing rain over the western parts of Pennsylvania today, eastern parts of Ohio, and this is just the system itself is going to be over in this vicinity. So most of that is going to the west of our region today. We will have some showers rotating through, but a big reason why this trend has been further to the west is this elongated ridge out here was a little bit stronger, and you can put that big H right here, a little bit stronger, a little bit further westward than it was originally modeled to be a couple days ago. So the trend has been to bring it up here like this and take it right up through over West Virginia, and eventually bring rain this morning to parts of western Pennsylvania mostly, and Ohio. Now we will have some showers rotate through here today, but it'll just be a very short amount of time, it looks like, and it just remains cloudy because this is going to be in the vicinity today as this moves off to the north. So this is early afternoon, and we get into the overnight. You have an opportunity for a few more showers in some places, but not everywhere. A lot of places will stay dry in the overnight period as well. And then before I do that, before we get into Friday, we'll get over the NAM high-res, the future simulated radar here, and this is starting off at 8 a.m. So you do have some scattered activity here, very light showers. The main batch of precipitation, though, is off into Ohio and western Pennsylvania. This is all going to lift off to the north and east, and it's going to be generally late morning, early noon, or right around noon that you get this batch coming up here across eastern Pennsylvania. It's going to move off south to north, maybe an hour or two worth of rain, and then that moves off to the north. And you can see the rest of the day is really not too much. There's some activity going to be getting going out here in central PA here late in the day. This is now looking at 6 p.m. and going into the early evening. Again, a few areas might get a few spotty showers overnight, but overall not an overwhelming amount of rain. And then going into Friday morning, it's showing some activity down here over Delaware and southern New Jersey as well. So on Friday, we're expecting most of the day to be just cloudy, and that's it. All right, and then we're going to have some activity popping up here in the early afternoon. There was a marginal risk out at the time this video was recorded. It might be upgraded or downgraded by the time we get to when you're actually watching this in the morning here. We won't know that yet, but as of the most recent update, the Storm Prediction Center has a marginal risk over a very large area across our coverage area. Marginal risk for severe weather is a 5% chance or greater of seeing severe weather within 25 miles of any given point within that marginal risk area. All right, so it's not very high odds, but there is the opportunity for some stronger wind gusts with some of these storms, and we're thinking the best chance to see any kind of severe weather here Friday are probably going to be out here in our central PA counties and these areas right here. So these areas could have the best potential to see severe weather, and this is looking at mid-afternoon on Friday. So there's going to get the window for opportunity here for any kind of stronger storm cells, I think, are going to go up to about 8 o'clock. After that, we start losing daylight, and these storms will still continue, but they're going to be in a weakened state at that point. I don't think we're dealing with severe weather and once we get past dark here. And there's also going to be some cloud cover mitigating some of the severe threat as well farther east. So the best chances of the areas I circled out here in central Pennsylvania. And then these scattered showers and thunderstorms will move through during the overnight hours, and you see it just continues to weaken as it moves eastward. And by the time we get to Saturday morning, the trend here has been to be have nothing here on Saturday, or very little. We did leave an isolated shower chance here on Saturday morning, and with some early clouds, maybe leftover shower, giving way to partly cloudy skies here on Saturday. I think we're to maintain that for now, but there could be no showers involved at all, and just morning clouds giving way to sun with clearing from northwest to southeast. But right now, we just want to monitor for the next couple of days here. We're going to have plenty of clouds Thursday and Friday. Temperature still on the mild side because this is before the front comes through. We still have that ridge in place, so it's the upper air ridge is going to allow for the warmer temperatures. Not quite as warm today as it was yesterday and the day before. So we're talking about temperatures generally in the middle 70s or thereabout, with that extensive cloud cover still in place. Warming up a little bit on Friday, but even with clouds, just because we have you're ahead of the cold front, so you're going to have southwesterly winds and get the temperatures up that way. So here is a look at the global models here for Friday now. Again, we would have early shower activity possible in some areas, but here's a scattered thunderstorms coming through late in the day, in the evening, and overnight. But the global models, too, are now starting to trend in the direction of no showers or very little. It has a leftover showers far east or far southeast early Saturday before that pulls away, and then we have a refreshing air mass coming in over the weekend behind this front, and temperatures are going to be lower. In and around 70 degrees would be a good starting point for many areas, maybe a little bit less north and slightly higher than that south in the lower 70s for Sunday. And low humidity is going to be much lower. You'll see a big difference there. The coolest day of a 3-day period that we expect cooler temperatures is going to be on Monday, where many areas are stuck in the mid to upper 60s for highs, and some cool nights involved there too, back into the 40s, which we haven't seen in a little while. And then we get into, and here's that trough on Monday. You see the core of the trough is going to be sitting over our area, so that's the coldest, if you will, of the 3 days. And then it starts to moderate slightly here on Tuesday with partly cloudy skies. Then we have a system here on Wednesday that's going to come in and result in an increase in clouds, and a warm front in the vicinity could give you some scattered showers during the day or late in the day here on Wednesday, but it will start turning a little bit warmer, stepping up a little bit. And once we get on the other side of this, though, after this point, we're going to head right back to near 80 or above for the foreseeable future. It looks like after that for the remainder of the going into next weekend. But right now we're looking at just a couple short-term events. Just not very overwhelming as far as precipitation is concerned, with a bulk of the precipitation from the remnants of this tropical system moving well to our west. A few showers rotating through with that today, but not a total washout. And then most of Friday, it looks like, is going to be also dry until we get to at least to mid-afternoon. Spread of thunderstorms from west to east that's going to be most concentrated in central PA, with the best chances for any severe weather. We'll continue to monitor that over the next 24 to 36 hours. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchus. That is your outlook for May 28th, 2020. Have a great Thursday.